Oh, good morning. My name is Scott Hamlin. This is CPSC 2100, and I'm doing the screencast for problem set 2. Problem number 1, paying debt off in a year. And I've got my screen shared where I start my program on my Jupyter notebook. I've listed the things we have to do. We have to utilize the variables annual interest rate, monthly payment rate, and balance in a program that computes credit card interest. We're going to compute the monthly balance of the credit card. We're going to use the annual interest rate of 18%, and we're going to make monthly minimum payments of 2% of the balance at the end of the month before they calculate the interest on the remaining balance. At the end of the 12-month period, we want to output that balance based on us just making a minimum monthly payment of 2%. So that's what we're looking for. I decided in this one just to work and make a function out of this. So we're gonna make a function, call it compute balance. All right, and then we're gonna take 4 variables in this. We're gonna use BAL for balance, AIR for annual interest rate, MPR for monthly payment rate, and then I also added months for the period. So you could actually adjust this to different amount of periods. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do a description of this. Our input balance, which is starting balance, then AIR, which is annual interest rate in decimal, then MPR, that's our monthly payment rate in decimal, paid per month by customer. Yeah. So a little bit. Okay. Adjusting some screen sizes, okay. All right, and our last variable, months. That's the amount of months to run your function. Okay, so, and that's our function described. We'll start it out with months. Okay, so we're putting this in because we're going to make this recursive. Recursion, breaking down problem into single monthly computation. So instead of worrying about the whole 12 months, we're just making this function. So we're breaking, well, I call it recursion, at least breaking down the function into smaller pieces, just 1 month at a time. So if month equals 0, we're going to return our balance. Okay. Else, balance, first first thing we want to do is figure out how much is the our monthly payment rate, which is in our function. That's going to be multiplied by our balance, and we're going to take that away from our balance. So that's how much we're paying off in the month before the interest hits. So that keeps a running total of balance. And the next one, we're going to multiply our balance after that payment by the annual interest rate, which is annual interest rate divided by 12. Okay, and then we will decrement months 1, so we keep track until we get down to 0. And then this is where the recursion goes. We're going to go ahead and call this function and pass it what we have. And the main thing is balance has been updated, months has been updated, AIR and MPR have not changed. So that will keep going through until we get months 0 doesn't equal 0, all equals 0. What always confuses me in this is how this all works. When you do the tracing in Python, it doesn't make sense to me how they list each I guess instance of this running through, and then it goes back through and adds them all up. I would have thought they would just start, they keep adding it to balance, but they do it at the end. It works, but it's a little tough to follow. Okay, all right, so that's the end of that function. So we're going to go ahead and populate the variables. Balance, the one we're supposed to be using, the starting balance is 5,000. Annual interest rate equals 18%. Monthly payment rate equals, we're going to pay 2%, the minimum amount. Okay, and then periods for this one will be 12. So you could, these are the variables you would change if you wanted to change the outcome of this operation. Okay, so that's simple enough. We want to use balance, and we want to call a function, the one we wrote. Pass it our variables. I like Spider when I'm writing my programs, because a lot of times it will help populate these for me. Maybe that's what I should do my screencast on. But I just do it in the one I'm going to be sending to you. So I did it. Okay, and then we want to print out something, well, according to the assignment, that will show the remaining balance properly formatted. And we'll format that. Okay, that's should be that'll give us our 2 decimal places. Okay, and dot format. Of course, I had to look this up online, but it makes sense. And every time you use it, it just you get better at it. And balance is what we're using as our variable. We want to round that and round it 2 places. But see, and there's our 3 parentheses. Okay, so we should be done. Let's go ahead and run it. Shift Enter. Let's see. Ah, good. Okay, we got an error here. If months equal, and what we got? Invalid syntax. What did we do wrong here? It should be a note, isn't it? I thought that's a note. What do we got there? Maybe that's what I got to do. Maybe it's got to be like that. I'm pretty sure that's a note. Let's try it again. Well, that is interesting. I thought, as I've done this, did it be, oh, it's not the note that's the problem. Hey, let's try. Everybody goes through this. Okay, there we go. Now it'll work. Okay, still. Okay, line 8. See, do I have a way to put line number? Toggle line numbers off, thank you. Line 8. Okay, what have I done wrong here? If months was 0, turn back. Let's see. Invalid syntax. Still, it points to that, but let me save. Yeah. Put this. Make this. There we go. Oh, cancel that. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to. No, yeah, I just want to put this as screencast. Okay. All right. Let me save this. Maybe that's the problem. Because I really don't know why that would not work. Put this one here. Okay, still invalid syntax. Okay, if months, okay, wow, this is exactly like my other code. Obviously, there's not. There's something wrong. Everything's lined up. Okay, definition. Let me move that back over. I don't think that's it. And this is a code box. Says code. Okay. Let's try it again. Oh, okay, here we go. We got something different. I guess they doesn't like spaces after that. Line 21. Oh, okay, well that's easy enough. Line 21, obviously I spelled that wrong. Balance, okay. But that's weird. I did not know that you had to space it. I thought I've done my other one, I didn't have to space it, it worked just fine. Just probably some formatting. Okay, let's try it again. All right, there we go. Our remaining balance, 46.91.11. Okay, that's what we got there. All right, that's it for this screencast. I will be back shortly with another one.